Chanel shoes in English. Come on. Hey. Shout out to Chanel shoes in English.
Ha!
Hey, mic check. Know me good?
Yes, sir. You sound great, man. Look great, too. Come on now.
Stop playing.
Niggas,
you over here all rude.
It's a beautiful night.
Come on, rude boy. Can you get it up?
Rihanna wrote that song for you.
Come on, rude boy.
Rihanna wrote that song for you.
Are you a rude boy or you that dude boy?
No, you that rude boy.
Come on now. But what's goody, bruh?
Yeah.
Hey, we back at it again, man. Every week, every Friday, going stupid. You know what I'm saying? I got a bone to pick with you. You thought we was gonna wait? You thought we was gonna introduce, bruh?
Oh, go in.
All these bones.
So
what's up?
So I'm at the club.
Ooh.
With my nigga.
Who?
My nigga Flat.
Who? Oh, stop.
I'm Flat.
Why are you doing this?
So, and the nigga.
What are you doing?
It's Bobby, by the way.
Oh.
I see a little baddie.
Okay.
I said, hold up, I'm about to scheme.
Okay.
Why are you doing this?
So I slide over there, acting like I'm busy, grabbing a bottle, letting her know I know the nigga that got the section, or I'm putting money in the section. I'm freaking her mind and shit.
Yeah, you tell her.
So she like, damn.
I remember this.
He's him, yeah.
Boom. Ask the ladies like, y'all need anything? You already know I'm already applying pressure, but not applying pressure. So I call it unintentionally applying pressure.
Okay.
So hit that, she see, eye contact, boom. Get back to getting what I'm doing. So then I see my nigga Bobby. My nigga Bobby come out of nowhere. I'm like,
no!
I seen him look at her.
No!
She's behind me. Bobby's right here. I say, hey yo, my nigga, what you doing? He said, nah, I ain't doing. I said, nah, you came over here for a reason. What you doing? He said, nah, I'm about to go smack her. I said, nigga, where you going? He thought he was about to slide by me to say what's good to her. I said, nigga, what?
No!
So,
Okay.
so what'd he do? That nigga grabbed her hand. And tried to get her to dance with her.
No!
I said, dirty nigga. I said, bro, I already claimed, go somewhere else.
We already talked about
Bro, we came to the joint with like 20 girls and 6 dudes. And he gonna try to scoop my joint that I was about to go smack at.
That's ugly.
So what I do? I prayed on his downfall. Prayed.
Good.
He grabbed her hand. I said, bitch, don't go. Bitch, don't go.
If she know what's good for you, don't go. She went.
I said, that's right, that's right.
She knew.
So then, the club ended.
Damn.
He
I don't
had
even
his
remember
opportunity.
Wait, what happened?
You had your opportunity and you smacked, bro. So
That's karma.
Bad. Stay away from my
That's
woman,
karma.
man.
Yeah. Honestly, whatever he's talking about at this point, I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's karma.
Yeah, I'm an op though.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
You're that friend.
Yeah, I'm an op. I'm not that friend. I'm an op.
You're the worst. You're the villain.
Yeah. Oh, I can be the hero too though.
Yeah.
Depends how.
But you gotta live long enough to
Bobby-
be the
Bobby
villain
do
of
be
someone's
saving.
story. You know, that's been the motto.
Yeah.
Bobby do be saving. It's crazy.
Damn, that's insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's
What's
good?
up,
You throwing bones? What else you gonna throw? What else you
But
got?
I didn't do nothing.
What else he got?
I didn't
A
do
bomb.
nothing.
Go ahead.
Spot.
Just kill me. Bobby be saving. Bobby be doing everything.
Hey, you don't have to cop out to it, bro.
Honestly, but it was a good test for her. You know, now you saw what she's about. And she saw that she was more about you than the little villain guy.
That's what I was doing. I was trying to test her. You feel me?
Oh, you got
God.
dapping her up.
No, I was
I just looked out for you. Nah, I just saved his friendship. I just saved his friendship.
Trust and believe. If she would have came down there and started dancing, you would have been going stupid. The fuck out of here. But all right, let's introduce our lovely guest, who goes by the name of Ollie.
Back. It's been a while. Last time I was on here, we were virtually talking.
Yes.
Now we're here.
By the way, what you were on is not this. This is new, different.
What's up, guys? We're new and improved.
Yeah.
We're back in this bitch.
Yeah.
The energy's better. The vibes are different. Every Friday night, you know where to be. So here we are. Let's go.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
Look glowing. gloss is glossing.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
What you know about me? What you know?
If there's one thing about me, the lips are not dry.
God!
Come on, not
LL Cool J who?
The lips is always going stupid. Holy shit.
Oh,
the
man.
Mac is macking.
Word.
As it should be, guys.
God
As it should
damn.
be, ladies and
So how you
gentlemen.
doing? Are you feeling good? You know what I'm saying? We had a little pregame session. Now
We
you know,
did.
talk
We
a lot,
did.
had
We
a
warmed
couple
up a little
stories.
bit. Yes. We had some tequila. We might have had some honey.
Yeah, some pure white. Pure white.
But
Make sure
Yeah,
everything.
you know you're feeling good.
yeah, it's Friday night, you guys.
You safe.
We're safe.
Safe is. Oh, you
We
good at
made
this.
Yeah.
I played it ain't safe, and you said it's safe.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Perfect.
Give
the
it another one,
timing.
damn it.
You know we ain't sync like that.
So what's up? What's good with you guys?
All right, we're putting the pressure on you.
Oh, I'm already sweating a little bit.
Are you?
We're going straight.
A little hot?
We're going straight into the icebreaker.
Oh shit! Let's break it.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
Oh, it's perfect too, because what she said earlier, that's it. That is the fucking perfect question. Go ahead.
Do your thing.
Yeah, nah, because you mentioned that. I mean, I don't want to spill your business out there, but you haven't been in luck in. You haven't had that much luck in the past in relationships.
Recently single.
Yes, and I don't want to use that word that you used earlier because I don't want to describe you. They don't even know you like that. I'm gonna use that word later.
Yeah.
So toxic. I mean,
Me? No, it's not me, guys. Anyways.
all right, yeah. So
my lip gloss is popping. And I'm kind of toxic.
yeah, you just came out of one. Unfortunately, now you're single.
Okay.
So like, since you had that and you were involved in that, what's your like red flag about a guy that turns you on? And you know this is like, yo, this is bad luck. This is bad. I shouldn't be doing this, but I can't help myself. What's one red flag? Let me know. Damn, you got like more than one? Is that what the was for?
I'm thinking like what's a red flag, because sometimes like we tend to ignore the red flags, but the tolerance depends on the man.
What?
You know, like
That's interesting. What do you mean?
It varies with every man.
Mm.
So, you know, like some girls you meet, you go on a date with, you're like, yeah, she's cool and all that, but like I'm not gonna like be tripping. But then some girls, you go out with her once, you're like, I'm trying to see that bitch tomorrow type of thing.
Word.
So it's different, you know, if the girl that you're like, oh, I don't really like her does something, you're like, she's caught, like, I don't need to be texting this bitch, I don't need to waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
If the person you like more does something, you're more inclined to let it slip.
So alright, so it comes down to how much you like the person.
Yeah.
So alright, so like let's just say
Different, it varies.
alright, but let's just say it's that guy that you really like.
Yeah.
Like so like what's that one thing that he can do that you like fuck, whatever. I like to slide. Like what's the red flag there, man? Like
I hate to say it, but like flakiness, and that's really bad.
define flakiness, like inconsistency.
Inconsistency sometimes, which is the worst red flag, you guys. Learn from me. If someone's inconsistent, it's not a good sign. They probably just don't really fuck with you like that. But for me, it's like I'm so busy that sometimes I'm inconsistent and not on purpose. Like, even if I like someone, I'm not the type of person that's going to sit here and text you all day.
Word.
So I think one thing is like learning people's like love languages and learning how to communicate. But for me, I think like inconsistency, and now I know that's not a good sign, because it's like obviously someone's too distracted to be fully there for you.
But, sorry to cut you off, but you're contradicting yourself, because you just said sometimes you can be busy and you can be inconsistent as well.
Yeah,
So
even
how
if
can
I
you
like
get mad at the other
someone.
person?
Exactly.
Well, not mad, but
And
I
how
don't get
and
it.
are you communicating that inconsistency? Or you just like, damn,
I'll
this
call.
is just
If
me.
I like you and I'm being inconsistent and I can tell like, damn, he's probably like, what's going on? Why is she not talking to me? I'm gonna call you and be like, hey, I'm super busy. I'm in this city right now, doing this. What's up? Like, I just want to talk and catch up. So it's the effort that someone makes. Like I said, I travel a lot. I'm busy, but even with that, like, I'll still make the time if I like you to like call you. Or like send you like a random picture throughout the day. Like, this is what I'm doing, LOL. Hope you're having a good day. So I think it's about like knowing who you're with. But I think that's the biggest red flag. Usually if someone's inconsistent with you, it means that they either have someone else or you're just not their number one priority.
Or they're
And
busy. Or they're busy, like you said.
They are, but like I said, even if someone's busy, that's what I was contradicting myself.
They should be able to make time.
because you'll be on their mind, you know?
That's
If
a lot.
someone cares about you, even if they're super busy, you're still going to be on their mind. So they're still going to do something.
True.
But then again, that can also be toxic because you know how sometimes people bait you and they just give you little breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
So like I said, it's a very sticky situation. Maybe I am toxic because it's like the breadcrumbs. Like, you know, you give sometimes like,
And then
you don't really
go
fuck
on
with
for like
someone.
2 weeks.
But yeah, but you don't necessarily like, you don't necessarily not like them, but you don't necessarily like them. So you're like, I'm just gonna keep them around and figure it out.
So
you don't give
that's the
them-
norm.
So you just stringing along. So you
Yeah.
just stringing along. What'd you say?
I feel like that's the norm, like kinda.
Nowadays,
But I think- yeah.
It's sad, bro. It's nasty out here.
It is, and I think that's casual, like dating. Like we're so used to seeing,
Yeah.
or like now, like dating. It's like it's like almost speed dating. Even if
Yeah.
you're dating for real, like you see someone one night, then you go to the club, meet another person, then
Nah,
you have like your
man,
work
she's
day,
dropping
like-
bars though, like for real.
So it's hard to really like. Honestly, it's not fair because you meet someone and you're like, oh, I don't know if I like them. You're not even giving them the fair chance because there's so much else that you're distracted by, or like
Yeah.
you're not, you know, it's speed dating. Like I
Yeah.
said, you don't really get to know people.
Yeah.
So
Speed
it's
dating
hard.
is the realest thing that I've heard for real, for real. I never really looked at it like that.
Yeah, and that one thing for me is like the biggest takeaway when going into relationships or anything. I wrote an article about this in college, but it's about being like self-intelligible. And basically what that means is like sitting down with yourself and asking yourself, like whether it's relationships, whether it's work, whatever, it's sitting down and asking yourself like, what do I want? Like, okay, say I want to be in a relationship, right? I've been single for so long, or like I just got out of a bad situation, I want a healthy relationship. Sitting down with yourself and asking like, why do I want that? Why do I want to be in a relationship? Is it because I'm lonely? Is it because I'm lacking in security? Or is it because like, oh, I think I'm ready and I want to elevate with someone? But when you ask, you don't really know that when you're just going into dating mindlessly. That's when it turns into what we were talking about, speed dating, because you don't know what you want. So you're looking for different things and different people, you know, meeting like different people at different places, like work, clubs, it's all different. So it's hard to like really know what you're doing. But when you sit down and like have that conversation with yourself and are honest with yourself, like, okay, I want a relationship because I'm lonely, say, and then sitting down, why am I lonely? Breaking that down, I'm lonely because XYZ, and then going back to it, do I really want a relationship, or is there something else that will fill that? And I think once we have those open conversations with ourselves is when we'll be able to have healthier relationships with people.
100% agree with that.
You know.
No,
And
it's-
it gotta be consistent as well throughout
Yeah.
the relationship. And you gotta have those talks with your partner. 'Cause I
Yes.
think with all relationships, guy on guy, as far as like friends,
Yeah.
girl and girl and boy, we don't really communicate our feelings or
Mhm.
ask any questions. We just let shit linger.
Right.
And then sometimes let shit build up, and then boom, some drastic thing can happen. So I
Yeah.
think if we had more conversations like you were just talking about with yourself,
Mhm.
but also with your friend or your partner, it
Yeah.
would be a lot better. I just
Yeah.
wish we learned that at an early age or something like that. 'Cause,
I
you
know.
It just sucks. Like,
And that's the thing about being an adult. It's kind of like looking back at like your past trauma or like your childhood, and like unlearning those behaviors that you had to learn out of like just survival.
yeah.
Because that's what we base things off of. That's
Yeah.
why now we're walking around. There's a lot of people that are broken and unhealed,
Yeah.
and they're finding and looking for things in the wrong places. And I think the only way to stop that and to have those open conversations with our friends and with romantic situations is to sit down with yourself first. And being able to like be uncomfortable, be able to be alone. People are uncomfortable with being
Facts.
alone. And because of that, they're speed dating. And in the process, they're hurting good people. And it's not always, I know, like, for girls it doesn't happen a lot, but I talk to my guy friends about it. And they're like, yeah, like, this girl was so sad, I did this, like, this girl hates me. And most of the time, I'm like, if I was talking to you, I'd hate you because you're my friend, I understand. And most of the time, like, you guys aren't necessarily trying to hurt girls, from what I understand. It's just that you don't even know what you want. So you're just trying different things out. And then I guess when you get bored, I don't know, that's the part maybe y'all can fill in for me.
Yeah.
Y'all kind of dip. So it happens, not intentionally, but it causes these like toxic cycles to go on.
For sure. I guess, do you want to address that
Nah, I mean, like, I feel like everything.
As far as what she said about what guys do and how we can sometimes possibly lead a woman on, or
I feel like
That's
nowadays
my
it's the
thing.
opposite.
mm-hmm.
To be honest, I feel like more women are doing that for men. I feel like nowadays, if I were to look at like statistically, I mean, I'm obviously I'm making these numbers up and I'm throwing these numbers out.
Yeah.
I think there are more men getting attached to women than women getting attached to men, and I think more men, in the sense of attachment, because I feel like, yeah, there's more women than there is men. I feel like more women are have more option.
Yeah.
Women have more option nowadays, so like they can pick and choose who they want to be with, and like if the guy doesn't got it or whatever they're looking for, they can just go up and jump on the next one. But I feel like nowadays I feel like that's the opposite. I don't know. Like I don't think that many men are like. I think that stereotype is out the window. Don't you think? Like the guys are out here just like dogging girls that much. I don't see that. I mean, at least the people that I'm around. I don't know. I can't really speak for like.
If we talk about, if we look at it as a global perspective, that's a poor way to explain it. But if you look at the whole playing field, yes, you're right.
You think?
Most people that are in outside, we're going to comment on what we see. From what we see, it's the guys being the players.
Yeah.
But if you look at everything, I'm 100% agreeing with you.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
There's
Like I
more
don't
guys being played than girls.
Yeah.
But what we see is the other way around.
Yeah.
That's my
Right.
assumption, but I don't know shit. What I'm saying is
Yeah, exactly.
No, I
we don't know
think-
shit. Exactly.
But,
yeah.
but
I don't
I think
necessarily
from
think
what we
you're
see-
wrong.
Yeah.
But let's look. Okay, let's go back in history. So statistically, if I can correct you,
That
there's more men
That's why we
than
can't- I
women.
can't argue.
Right?
That's
No,
why-
it's not an
yeah.
argument, but it's a fair point. So
Yeah.
there's more men than women. So men are more likely to find, or there's more women than
The
men.
men, yeah.
So
Men
men
are
are
more
more
like-
likely to have more options.
Yeah.
But okay, so in the 50s, 1950s, it was
Yeah.
you know, mom and dad. Let's take it back, right? It was mom and dad together, like a two-family
said
household, kids.
1950s.
That's how it was. You have your grandparents, everything. As time started to change, think about the 90s. Now we went from a really strict two-parent household, baby boomers, all of that,
Oh, shit.
to baby mom 90s. We get to the 90s, the 80s, baby mamas, baby daddies, broken families, stuff like that.
Okay.
So you have to understand, for a woman, it went from like women depend on men for all security. Women don't work. Women stay at home.
shit started
Their
getting
husbands
fucked up.
that yada yada yada. XYZ. You have a lot of kids. You do that. That's your role.
Yeah.
80s things changed up a little bit. 90s things changed up a little bit. Women started getting in the workforce more. Things started changing with men. Sexuality, hypersexuality became more known in the community. Like it was a bigger thing now. Like it wasn't before. We have nude magazines. That wasn't a thing back then. You got to think. So. Social media, we have more options. So everything is becoming more sexualized as the years go by, as the decades go on. Like I said, now it's not the two-parent household that you see. Women are realizing we went to being completely dependent on men, to there being this breakdown of single mothers struggling for years that raise these kids that see, and I think that's a problem with some men that have been raised by single mothers. They expect women to be that strong, and they expect women to carry more weight than they should, because that's what they've seen growing up, which is a toxic example. But that's what I'm saying about unlearning behaviors from your childhood. So it all goes back to that. But my point is, because of all these changes within our society, within like hypersexuality, women have been forced to become more independent, because we've realized 1950s when we depended on men, you know, women were getting abused in bad situations. They had to stay with their partners because that's how the financial situation was set up. 90s, 80s, things changed. Single mothers, you know, you saw moms like grinding, taking care of 2-3 kids. And now we're at this point where we're realizing, like, wait, we can't depend on men. So,
Okay.
If you can't
I was
beat
believing
them,
with 99%, and then you say you realize you can't. I don't know about can't. Maybe you'll have the option to not depend on men like you used to, but can't depend on men as a totality.
But it's also
I don't
like,
agree.
what do you consider
But
as
she was spitting
depending?
bars though.
No. I
Yeah,
was
I
just
believe
listening. I
99%
had nothing to say.
Yeah,
It's just
No,
that last two
but-
words.
yeah.
But
Okay,
it's
fair
also-
enough, fair enough, fair enough.
But then it's also like, what do you consider as depending? What do you need from the man? You feel me? Like, it's because okay, times are different. Like you said, women are in the workforce. Women can take care of themselves, can financially and all that
Right.
stuff. So like, what do you mean dependent? Like, what do you need?
Emotional security.
Where
It's, like I said, finance is different. Finance is still important.
also it varies by women.
Even though, like, me speaking as an independent woman, even though I'm an independent woman, I'm looking at all of y'all, I would still expect a man to do their part. And I'm not saying you do everything, you pay all the bills, but as a woman, me being in my feminine energy, I'm not going to be the one that chases men. I'm not going to be the one that's aggressive, that's working to take care of our family.
Yeah.
I'm in my feminine energy. That means that, like, I'm in a receiving place. As a man, you're supposed to be a giver. As a woman, you're supposed to receive. As women, you give us something, we'll multiply it times 10.
Oh, crazy.
You know? That's our
Go
job. That's
crazy.
who we are. That's natural. That's our natural power. Not going back to, like, roles, not making a gender thing, but as women, as feminine energy, whatever you give. You know, you give us a seed, we create a bait, like a life. Like, come on.
I give you a crumb, you give me
You have
bread.
bread. Come on.
Wow.
Come on.
I
So,
give you grapes, you give me
as
wine.
men, like, yes, we have to
Crazy.
appreciate women, and we have to appreciate the power that we hold.
facts.
Women out there, realize the power that you hold.
Going.
Alright, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Realize who you are.
Okay, this is perfect. This is. Do we have time?
Yeah.
We'll give it time.
Yeah,
Alright. So this is perfect. So realize the power that women.
And as a man, realize who you are. Realize the strength that you have. I don't want to make it one-sided.
No,
As a man,
No,
you
no,
are.
No. Hey,
You know,
Bars.
we
have
got
to, you know.
nothing.
Facts.
We got
I just gave you a crumb.
That's what I mean, you guys. You have to see what
Really,
I
my low.
mean. Leave a woman in her feminine energy and watch her flourish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Watch her flourish.
Wow, word.
So what you gotta
Going stupid.
So what you gotta
Alright, go.
Nah, for real. Alright, so like
Go.
so yeah, knowing your worth and knowing you telling all the women out there. So like women are and you should believe that you are the prize, right?
Yes.
So have you been as of lately? Have you been seeing Lori Harvey? Are you on social media by any chance?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so have you been seeing the clip of her floating around saying like I'm the prize and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that statement specifically? I mean, obviously, I guess
Yeah.
you
I don't
agree
see-
after all that.
That my little spiel.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like the point that she's trying to make is that she'll like leave if she doesn't like something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which is only fair to an extent.
What is the extent? Because I have a following question right after this. So.
I mean, like, if you know what you want, then you go for it. If you see something that doesn't align with it, then you cut it off. I guess, like, I don't know how she does it because I feel like if you're in these long-term relationships, to, like, cut off your emotions like that, it's hard, but it's impressive. I think it's, like, thinking more in your masculine energy and just, like, moving. But then again, that's unfair to say.
And also, not only unfair to say, also,
So I don't know.
not only unfair to say, but like just the way that she even is moving though, like, so like.
So what's the difference?
No, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I mean,
Actually,
you know where I was going with this.
Yes, I know where you're going.
Yeah.
But before you go there, and that's exactly, and you literally, but you asking that question, you're making my point as.
Mm-hmm.
So like the way that she is
I see what
moving.
you're saying.
So the way that she's moving,
Mm-hmm.
technically, she's dating dudes in the same circle. And women, I'm not saying you,
Yeah.
women and women out there, from what I've seen, everybody's praising the way that she's moving. When the fuck did that ever become okay? Like, when did it become, because we get killed for that all the time.
Okay.
Murder, I can never talk to your friend. If I'm talking to you right now, I can never talk to you.
Right.
That's dead.
Yeah.
She dated me, then she dated Dom, and me and Dom got a fucking
Okay,
podcast.
listen.
That's
listen.
crazy.
Let me stop you right there.
Alright,
it
go
takes
ahead.
two to tango, right?
What you mean?
She didn't force you to be.
I'm hip.
You
I'm
know
not
what
excusing
I mean?
Dom's
So
behavior.
listen,
I'm
I
not
think the reason why it's normalized is because what she's doing is what I'm doing and what you're doing, but it's not publicized. What I'm doing,
Alright, break
who I
that
date, like who I go on dates with, is not on Shade Room every weekend. Who you hit up, who you might go on dates with, casual dates with, is not on Shade Room every weekend, right? Who you have like a 2-month fling with isn't being publicized. If all of our dirty laundry was being publicized, you guys.
But it's not in the same circle though. That's my
How? You live in DC.
Even and it was.
It isn't like, come on.
It's not. It's not
No,
like. Like it's not like. It's not. It's not. That's crazy though. You know that's crazy. Like come on. Like you know you like if I even were to even come approach like say even hi to your friend, you would look at me funny after me talking to you. You know that's not okay. I'm not getting away with that. But she's clearly just like, I mean, obviously Odell and all these people are not like cool with each other. Like they're not like best friends and like I said Odell. I meant like Michael B and Desmond.
They're not best friends. See?
That's what I'm saying.
But
they're not
those
best,
are the people
but they
that
are.
she sees in her like her bracket, right? So
And,
you want
but
to
these dudes do run into each other often though. Like
that's not her fault.
Don, what you got?
Thank you for tagging me in, sir. So, I got questions for you.
Uh-huh.
When you speak of same circle, who's in the same circle out of her exes?
I mean, like I said, these niggas are not like best friends or anything,
But you were preaching same circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Why
So
is Lori Harvey messing with dudes in the same circle? Who's in
Yeah,
the same circle?
she literally messed with Diddy's son and Diddy. Same family.
Okay.
Dated them.
That's not confirmed. But okay, we'll go with that. Cool.
Come on, like
That's one.
I didn't want to say these things because I didn't want to come off like
We're
this.
saying names.
Yeah. She's like, I thought like we knew this. Like,
okay, that's wild.
Hey, but that's more wild on them than on her.
If that's true, that's wild on all parties.
yeah, everybody's to blame. No, I'm not I'm not saying these dudes are. I'm not taking blame away from these dudes. Like Desmond, especially if like. I mean, again, these are just pictures. These dudes aren't really friends. Like, they're just probably just taking pictures together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But, like, we saw a lot of pictures with Desmond and Michael B. before.
Yeah.
While Lori was with Michael B.
With what?
Michael B.
Just because you take pictures with
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like,
Same
from
circle,
what we've seen. I'm not saying they're friends.
That's like you seeing me in a section with a nigga that I barely talk to, and you accusing they cool and they in the same circle. That don't
like
mean
y'all talk
shit.
to the same bitch.
That don't mean anything.
Mean much.
It don't mean anything. We be in the same section. That don't mean shit.
Dom, if I see you more than 5 times and I see you with your girl,
yeah,
we take pictures more than 5 times.
Yes.
I'm not dating your girl after you break up with your girl.
Bro, they're both actors. They're at actor parties.
I'm
hip.
I'm hip.
So
But I'm bringing this into like real people.
But like
like
this, I know a nigga that I've seen 5 times and that's not my nigga. I'm dating his girl. I'm fucking his girl. Why?
I'm doing all.
What? I don't know that nigga. That nigga live in London.
She said, yeah, that's
What? That's crazy.
I don't know that.
Anyway. Let's get back to
Fair,
this.
yes, I'm on his side.
All right, so Lori Harvey, right?
That's crazy. Of course you on this.
The only trash thing I will say, if she fucked Diddy and the son, if she fucked with them, boom.
She dated both
that's
of them,
trash.
bro.
If that's true, boom,
Yeah.
we'll go with that. So 2018, Justin Combs, boom, they was dating, right? Trey Songz after, around I think like 2019, a little fling. She dated P Diddy after that, and then from 2019 to 2021, she was talking to Future. After Future, she was talking to the fighting nigga. What's his name? The Michael B. Jordan. Then after that, Damson, whatever, Idris. Let's just say that's the only people she talked to through that time span. It's like 6 dudes, right? The only people that are within the same group is P. Diddy and the son, right?
Yeah.
That is trash.
Direct.
That is trash, though.
Direct.
I agree, that is trash.
Listen,
but the way she is moving is not that crazy.
Yeah,
okay,
only because we see it on a flat screen.
Saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that
I'm
crazy.
just saying, if a regular girl was moving like that,
They move worse.
No,
but exactly.
No, but I'm just
You
saying.
just don't know about it because they're not famous.
Listen to what I'm about to
Exactly.
say. If when I say regular, I'm not trying to put anybody down.
Because put like this,
No,
Rihanna
listen,
is worse, my
no,
nigga.
listen,
and people
no.
don't know
You
that.
don't hear
She
about
just
it.
moves slow.
Yeah.
Listen,
Low key.
Listen. If a regular girl was moving like that, she would get shamed. She would be called a hoe. She would be called everything on the book. She was moving around with niggas that just close to each other. That's a fact.
They're not close to each other. Who's close to
proximity.
each other?
Proximity, not friendship.
Let's
Proximity.
realize.
My backyard type of thing. That's what I'm saying.
The reason we're talking about this, the reason we're having a whole discussion about this, and why many people do, is because she doesn't entertain it. She doesn't entertain your opinion on this.
I'm not judging the way that she's moving.
It's not about that. You are.
That's literally your argument.
I was arguing. I was saying, why is everybody vouching for it? I never said that she's moving wrong.
No, everyone just has opinions because she's not speaking on it because she doesn't have to. Because if she was a regular person, it wouldn't be a big deal. The only reason it's a big deal is because she doesn't speak on it. So we're all like, what is she thinking?
If she does all this in 1 year, you have a point.
Yeah.
But this is all in like 4 years.
No, I'm not
This is
even.
2018
I don't even know.
now.
I don't even know like the duration of each relationship. All I'm just saying the fact that everybody's literally like
they're A-list celebrities. That's the only thing.
Not even that. It's just like you're gonna run into like they run into each other that often.
She's gonna do this though.
But it's not fair. She might just have a type. She might just have a type. She might just like A-listers. Say you like a bottle girls. Right? They're either going to work at the same club, know the same people, be in the same environment, same group. So technically,
the way she's moving,
that's wrong of you because they know each other.
Facts. I'm not.
She's dumped all them niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
That's hard.
No, she's
hard.
I'm not.
Actually,
that's what we're talking about. Know your worth. Know your worth. And know when to walk away.
I'm actually trying to defend regular women, though. That's where I'm coming from.
But regular women are doing the same thing. So
and they be called hoes. Why? Why can't they do that?
Who calls them hoes, man?
Yes.
So let's talk about it.
Dom, why you looking? Why you looking at her?
After you said you're trying to defend her, that's insane. That's where Dom Worm has left the chat. I said, nah, we're gonna get past
now
this.
You're contradicting.
You're on her side now. Okay.
Yeah, now you're contradicting.
All right, my nigga. Okay.
That's crazy.
That is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, now you're on
So now we're on the same side. Cheers to that.
Who's on the same side?
We're all are.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
He's on our side.
Oh, dang, you done poured up on the low. Oh, stupid.
I'm off the
What you got
off
for
the
the
tequila.
Oh yeah. Also, if you got a question for us, you can go ahead and ask that. I forgot to tell you about that. Bobby, you don't want to
think of something.
No.
You need it? Okay. All right.
You ready?
Oh, gotcha. All right. So after we take a shot, okay, bada bing, bada boom.
Cheers.
There's a witch and there's a broom. All right. Niggas got shit to do tomorrow. Niggas taking shots. Okay.
We're pulling on that.
So this is a perfect question for you because you have entered the single world. All right. So if there is an amount, I'm not saying women think like, oh, there's a certain amount, yada yada yada.
And don't give us the humble answer, please.
Yeah, we want your answer.
Yeah.
Because this is safest place. Podcast.
Ain't nobody judging.
Okay.
Except me.
Alright, so if there was a number that you're okay with, that's solid for you. So basically what I'm asking you is, if there's a number for a guy to take you out as far as money, monetarily wise, what is a solid amount of money to have a man spend on you on a date?
If he can't spend this amount, don't even bother taking me out.
I don't think there's any amount. I don't. Think
Alright.
No, that's my honest answer because it's not, especially a first date. And I think we put way too much like importance on that. I've gone on some first dates with men that I can tell we're nervous and we're really like trying to like prove themselves to me. We've gone on these 5-star restaurants. We've done this. And we've had nothing. It's been weird. Yeah. I've also gone on coffee dates with people, ice cream dates with people, where we've been there for 3 hours, just sitting there and talking.
What do you prefer? And before you answer that, it's a guy that you meet at a grocery store and he's your type from head to toe. He came up to you confidently. He's your type so far.
Yeah.
Where would you prefer him to take you? As far as a high-end spot or a coffee shop? Like, what type of date would you like to be on?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind starting off at a coffee shop. And
Even
then
if you're down looking?
Yeah, and then the next date going to a nice restaurant. See if the next day or the first day.
Which is a good thing.
It is because, like, get to know the person. Like, I'm telling you, I've been on many of these dates where with these men, I can tell off the bat, like, they're very nervous. They're trying to, like, prove something to me. Just by the way they're like, I'll walk in, they're like, I just got my car cleaned right before you got here. Like, I hope you like it. Like, there's an example, and this is kind of recent, so I hope he doesn't watch it. But this guy picked me up, and he was like, oh, he had, like, just bought his new Tesla. He's like, you like my Tesla? Like, I just got it. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. He's like, what kind of cars do you like? I was like, oh, I like BMWs. Like, that's just my type. He's like, damn. Yeah, I was thinking about trading my car, and actually, like, I was actually looking at BMWs. There's just, like, corny things like that, but it's like...
in person or the DMs?
It was in person, actually. Surprisingly, usually it's through the DMs.
I was looking out for y'all that's watching.
Don't do the DMs. Usually, I stopped responding to the DMs.
Hey.
Let's get better.
He must have not talked a lot when he met you in person.
It was very brief, right?
Yeah, I can tell.
So I could tell he was nervous, and then, like, you know when someone just goes along with what you say, you can tell that's not what they actually like, but they want to impress you. And I was like, okay, like, this person's already doing too much. We went to, like, a nice restaurant. Even though it was good vibes, like, it's what I would, honestly, like, if I'm taking myself out, I'd go to a 5-star restaurant. Yeah. So for me, you taking me to a 5-star restaurant is not anything out of the ordinary. It's not going to be, like, a wow factor for me.
Question for you.
Because that's what I do on a regular day.
On a first date, we'll get
on a regular day.
What?
Get your shit together. She said on a regular day.
I'm just saying, if I want to have a nice dinner, I'm not going to wait for a Saturday. If it's Tuesday and I want steak, I'm going to go have steak.
Cool.
5-star me.
So on a first date, what's your game plan on what you about to wear? Do you have a certain attire, like, oh, I'm about to wear this, I'm wearing heels, and are you like dressed to impress, or you laid back? Like, what's your mindset when you go into a first date?
Usually first date, I'll dress to impress.
So you're going crazy.
I am going crazy.
Okay.
I think for the first few dates, I'm going crazy.
Gotcha. The reason why. Okay, go.
But the thing is, like, either or, it's gonna be, you're gonna get the same person. But I think for the first date, especially depends on where we go, and usually, like, it's been like nice restaurants and places like that. So that's just like the vibe. But usually, like, I'd always rather be overdressed than underdressed to anything you go. And I've never had the problem with, like, being the one that stands out. And one thing, and I hate to say it and I hate to talk about it, and it's going to sound so ugly, but, like, being an attractive woman and knowing who you are, sometimes I'll make a lot of people around you insecure.
You're narcissistic. It's so good.
A little bit. But not in a bad way, because at the same time, like, you need to know who you are. Because sometimes when you know who you are, you'll intimidate a lot of people around you. And, like, I've noticed, like, with that, people will stop inviting you to certain places or wanting you certain around places because they don't want you to take the attention away from them. So, like, part of doing that is just being true to yourself. It's like, this is what makes me feel good. For me, like, personally, I look at myself as, like, a living Barbie. So every day I look at myself, I'm like, what are we doing today? Who's the character? Like, what's the vibe? So I dress for myself. I'm not dressing to make you comfortable. I'm not dressing for your setting. I'm dressing because I think I look good. And that's the thing. My guy friends will tell me the same thing. They'll be like, we're going to dinner. You don't need to do anything extra. It's like, I want to look good for myself because it makes me feel good. And again, but it comes with a lot of confidence. Being confident in yourself will attract, like, if you're a person that has a lot of light within them, you're going to attract a lot of moths, right? And you have to be careful. You gotta be careful, right? Energy vampires. You gotta be careful.
She looked at me and she said, right.
Right? So, like, you gotta be careful. You gotta realize your energy. Once you realize the power you have, you need to learn how to use it.
Facts.
But don't ever stop being yourself. Great responsibility. But don't ever, what I've learned, don't ever tame yourself or dim your own light to make those people around you uncomfortable. And what I've learned lately is because, like, recently or in the past, I've made a lot of mistakes just being around the wrong people. And now, like, my first thing is, like, when you walk in a room, see how your energy feels. Like, Sometimes you'll walk in a room with like all good intentions to have fun, and you'll get in there and you're like, man, I have no energy. Like, why do I not want to talk to anyone? Like, why is it not clicking?
So what do you do in that situation?
Sometimes it's not the right vibes. Realize like, hey, these people are not for me. Like, don't be rude. Be around the environment. Stick with how you feel and read into it. Like, feel how you feel. Like, I feel uncomfortable. Don't brush it off. Be like, this is probably for a reason. Don't overthink it before this. At the same time, realize like, these are probably not the people I want to be around. If you're around these people constantly and you feel drained of your energy,
they're not it.
They're probably just not the right people, or they probably see you in a way where they feel jealous or some type of thing, and you feel uncomfortable. You don't want to be yourself.
Or it might be you too.
It also might be you. So it's also realizing like,
where you
being confident, it's knowing who you are, but also being able to look at yourself and realize like your own mistakes, calling yourself out. The way I deal with problems and like any tough situation is humor. Because I'm going to make fun of myself before you do it, you know? And then when you do it, it's not going to hurt me. Because it's like, I've already said that to myself times 10. And sometimes that can be, sometimes that can be a negative thing because you don't want to be too hard on yourself.
With that being said, I do the same thing. Like a lot. Like I'm very self.
Also, now, keep going, but I need you to ask your question on that too. Yeah.
Right. We're gonna get back to it.
Thank you. Yeah. I thought you were about to just. I was like, there's no way. But anyways, go.
But we already know the answer to it. But anyway, so I'm very self-deprecating. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's somewhat of an insecurity?
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is...
Yeah, it is.
Because I've never noticed that... Because I know I make fun of myself. Mm-hmm. But I do it because it's funny.
Yeah.
But like low-key, there's something behind that.
It is.
Am I making fun of myself so they don't make fun of themselves? Mm-hmm. So they don't make fun of me? You know what I'm saying? I never really thought about it until one of my boys called it out.
It's a defense mechanism.
He's like, bro, you don't have to do that. That's a defense mechanism. I was like, hold up, nigga. How you going to tell me about myself? And then I thought about it. And I was like, damn.
It is, yeah.
And you know, the bad thing is, it's a double negative because one thing I've noticed, like throughout life, the more you make fun of yourself,
the more you put yourself through.
That and the people around you feel that it's okay for you to do it as well.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
back to the light that she was talking about.
Yeah, and it's all about, you know how people say you gotta what's it, manifest and all manifest like good intentions or manifest things. The more down you talk about yourself, the more I guess bad outcomes or bad situations you can kind of put yourself into because of your mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Simplest way to think about it. Think spelling, right? Spelling. Yeah. It's called that because words are spells. Yeah. Whatever we say out loud is what we're manifesting. Whatever we speak, that's energy that's being transmuted somewhere. What is energy, guys? Energy is matter. What's matter? Matter is something that can be created or destroyed.
It's there.
So that is going somewhere. It's not being destroyed. That's going somewhere. So whatever you think, you're only making it stronger. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Spelling, these are spells that you're speaking. Word of mouth, power of tongue, it's very powerful. And we have to realize that. And we have to realize the power that we have in ourselves too. And the more we harbor it, the stronger it gets. And that's why you made a good point, that it's not always a good thing. For sure. It's also an insecurity.
You know a thing or two, huh? Oh, come on.
Oh, shoot. I like to read. I do be reading.
No, a thing.
She said I do be reading.
I like to.
I do be reading.
I do be reading. Yeah. All right, so back to this. A maximum.
No. I mean, we had a post flown around, so we and the question was, is it acceptable to eat ass on the first date?
No.
For a guy to eat your ass on the first date?
Okay, can I be very transparent? And I hate saying this on camera.
Spell that.
And I'm gonna look at this and be like, why did I say that? If a man, honestly, on the first date, it wouldn't even get there. But if it did, say it did. Tell somehow it
Yes.
did.
Let
If a guy
Yeah, can I paint the
eats me
picture,
out
please?
on
Hold
my
on.
first
Let
date,
me paint the
Paint
picture.
it.
Let me
Picasso
paint it.
Bobby paint the
Pick
picture.
you up.
Okay.
Open the door.
In the BMW.
W. I'm not talking about the car. You doing your thing, playlist popping, you go to the restaurant, open the door again. Valet parking.
Band. I know you fuck with them.
Valet parking. We go to a nice little restaurant, dim sum, vibing, getting to know each other,
Yeah.
wine and all that. You having a great time, I'm having a great time. There's fucking fireworks behind us. Energy just flowing. And yeah, I mean we don't want the night to end. We want to keep this going, and I offer a situation where we can keep it going. And this is
some ass.
what you say?
Well, eat some ass.
Yeah,
What are you offering?
Exactly. No, like you can either go back to my place or wherever the case may be.
We
Yeah,
end up
so-
at your place. You come.
Yeah, so we keep it going, and yeah, we get to undressing and all that, and I end up back there. I mean, are you stopping me? And if I'm talking about fireworks, 4th of July.
No, I'm not stopping you, but you best believe in the morning I'll be like, yo, first date, this man ain't my ass. This is no, because if
Is
you
a red
eat-
flag? Is that a red
Yes,
flag?
it's a red flag.
Damn.
Yo, if you eat someone's ass on the first, you ate my ass the first time you went on a
You
date.
let me
Who else
you
are you
let me eat your.
Whose else's ass are you eating?
But you
Like,
let
how-
me eat
how
your
much does it
ass
take?
though. But then you let me
It
eat your
shouldn't be
ass.
that easy. It shouldn't be that easy.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that easy. And most of the time, women get jealous over these men because we know how fucking easy y'all are. That's
I heard
why.
somebody
It's
say that
like,
shit, which
I know
is
that
wild.
bitch is gonna bag him because it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much.
Nigga, you
It takes a little shoulder up. That's it. That's embarrassing. No.
So what you're saying is,
Yeah,
No.
you just fried the fuck out of us.
so
I'm
if,
just being honest.
if guys were to think, yo, she let me hit on the first night, she easy. Is that how we should think?
No. I don't know.
I like that. I like how you flip the script. I like that.
Oh, you
You
did
just
flip the
said,
script.
damn.
No, I mean, I guess
You let
like
me-
if the
you let me eat
vibe,
the
but see,
ass.
everyone's different. Like it's unfair to like make that statement because
So
everyone's
take the
different.
ass eating boy on the first date back. Take
No,
that.
I'm not taking him back on the
Okay.
first date. That man ate my
So I
ass.
can say,
all you
damn,
are.
she sucked my dick and let me nut in there. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. First day she like you know.
Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
is wild.
Okay, I didn't mean to say
But then you
that.
let me
yeah.
eat your ass. Yo, you know where you were wrong here? You let it happen.
Sometimes you just don't know what's happening.
I
Like,
know, and then
that's
that should be
don't know what's
working though.
happening.
That should be working
How you
though.
know it be working?
What
You
do
be
you mean?
eating ass on the first night? Go
What do you have to
crazy,
say?
Bobby.
Alright, look,
Bobby
if anyone
be
is
eating- oh, this is a
looking
clip.
for a munch,
Bobby be
if anyone
eating
looking for
ass.
a munch, we got one right here. Tag him. Tag below. Hit him up.
Bobby the ass eater.
I wasn't even talking.
Hey, we got Bob and Edith, and we got Bob
No,
the
it's a safe
Eater.
place. It is a safe place. This is a safe. What is it called? The safe.
We got
yes.
Bob the Builder, and we got Bob the Eater.
Yes. Ladies. Yo, if you're watching this, see it
Like
down below.
groceries.
Look
Bob,
groceries, like
Bob the Eater
Okay,
is
yeah, that's what you need
insane.
to own it. Be confident. What we were
You
talking
feel
about.
me?
Be confident.
Like
Bob,
That's your thing.
Bob the
Yeah.
Eater
When's the
is
last time you went shopping?
stupid. Bob the Eater's on fire. Yeah, your name's like that for the next month. All right, so we got one last question for you. We love to do because it's the safest
Yes.
place podcast.
I feel very safe.
I mean, thank you.
So, what is your unsafest truth that you're okay with sharing with the pod?
Mishealed, misenlightenment. You've been dropping bars all
What's my
podcasts.
unsafest truth?
Yeah, give a little dirt.
What did I say earlier?
So, huh?
What was I saying earlier? What did I tell you guys?
I mean, that's not. That's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not.
Let me tell you.
What did I say? Oh!
Yeah, that's not.
My unsafest truth.
Dirt. Dirt.
You may give you a hint, like what you could talk about.
My unsafest truth, I have a problem. And what I've realized about being recently single that I'm trying to work on, I sell dreams, you guys.
You do. Alright, can you break that down? Please, no, I love that. No, and that's real as fuck.
And I'm honestly glad you guys asked me because I talked to my guy friends about it. I'm like, yo, I've been getting myself into sticky situations recently. Simply because I've been selling dreams.
You stringing motherfuckers around. Alright, so what do you
They're
say?
like, yo, we'll see each other. I'm drunk. They're like, yo, you're single. I've been wanting you.
Yeah.
I think we should be together. I've been thinking this, and I'm like,
You're like, yeah.
That's sick.
Like, I could see us being together. I'm like, honestly, you're the only person I could see me being with right now. Like, to be honest. Like, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm like, yeah. I'm not a hookup girl, which is true. Doesn't mean I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm like, I don't do the fucking around. I'm ready. They're like, really? You want to go on
No,
a date
tell
tomorrow?
out. Hey, yo, nah, you're
Tomorrow
dirty.
comes.
You go
I'm like,
now.
no.
Oh, so you
That's the
booked?
worst
You
part.
fake
And I ruined friendship. I ruined.
Dude, she's selling it though.
Yeah,
That's what she's
no, it's not
doing.
good.
But why do you
No,
think
that's
you do that?
dirty.
I don't
Get
know.
in that mental. You think it feels
Okay,
good
because
when
to
it
me,
comes
I'm
out?
like, yo, we're just catching a vibe right now. He's like,
it's
I
a
like you.
vibe.
I'm like, I like you too. Like, I like you right now.
Yeah.
But then you text me tomorrow, and I'm like,
I don't
why
like
is he
you.
texting me?
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Like, what's good with this man? Like, why is he texting me?
But really, what's good with
What's
you?
good with me? And that's what I'm saying, yo. I've been having talks with my guy friends. I'm like, I keep getting myself in a weird ass situations because I'm selling fucking dreams.
That's a bar, though.
No, she gave it 100 though. Like,
To be honest
I'm not
with
even
you,
mad.
I'm
not
sorry
even-
if any.
No.
I'm gonna have to block my hoes, girl. I'm not gonna take that part out. I looked them right in the eye. I'm gonna block them all though. I'll take that
my
out.
soul up.
Anyways, that's the shit I be doing. Grinding.
Alright, hold on. So one last question. So like,
Yeah.
this is how you
You gotta
move.
try this up.
This is how you move, and this is how Lori moves.
3 minutes.
How many other women out there? How many?
A lot.
I'm
But like,
gonna ask every girl that.
So I should just dead all my.
but my thing is.
I'm the hoe.
This is probably like not gonna go in the part. But like my thing is, if I'm selling dreams and I'm talking to multiple people, I'm not fucking any of them.
That's
I'm
not
not
even.
sleeping
I'm not
with
even
you.
worried
I know
about
you
the
ain't
fucking.
gotten it tried.
I'm not even worried about the fucking. I'm worried about me catching feelings.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the fucking.
Yeah.
Like,
So you just had a lot. You had like a good amount of dudes go like this. My heart.
Dudes, then
I don't
guys.
mean to, y'all. I'm just.
Girls, low key, if you let them, they gonna have the power. Man.
They will walk right over you.
Yeah. And you be skipping over people. That's
Yeah. So I'm telling you, if you confess your love to a girl and she's agreeing with you, wait for her to text you the next day. Just wait, because if you text her, she's probably not gonna reply.
not
Because she's
good,
probably
yeah.
selling dreams. I'm telling you. I texted my phone. I don't know how to respond.
Do you
to
think? Do you think it's
I'm
because
done.
it's hard
I'm
to say no?
I'm done.
Yeah, but
It's
if
not
she
hard to
was
say
saying
no, but like sometimes in the moment, you know, like something sounds good.
Yeah.
And especially if you're recently single, so it's like, oh, I didn't know I had this many options. Like you forget, like what
You
it's like
forgot
to
you're
be
that
single.
bitch.
You forget you're that bitch. So you
Yeah.
have all these people being like, I don't want to fuck you. I want
Yes.
to be with you.
Ooh. that's
Baby,
like,
I'm gonna
damn.
take you out. Let me
Yeah.
show you something. And you're like,
Hey, you know what's crazy? No, hold on. Yeah, no, we didn't even have a part
Next
two.
morning, like,
Yo, this is ridiculous. You know what's crazy
it's
about
ugly,
that?
y'all.
I don't want to fuck you.
All
It's
right,
that.
so
Like,
we'll
hold on.
Let's end
This
this pod,
is insane.
and then we'll have a part 2. and
Yeah.
this will- the next 30 minutes will be a whole
Yo,
other
next
episode.
time we're gonna break my
Alright.
trauma down.
Nah,
You're gonna
listen,
realize why I be
Wait,
selling
whoa.
dreams.
We're not done.
We're gonna
end this
fix me.
episode.
They
This
gonna
is
fix me.
This might be a Patreon episode.
Yeah.
All right, so hold
Let's
up.
do it.
This might come out in a year. I don't know. All right, so just want to say thank you.
Oh, we can save it. We can save it. For the,
We'll save the 30.
Yeah,
the next 30
yeah.
if you got time. All right, so just want to say thank you. We've had a great time. Honestly, we want to do another episode with you.
yeah, that's crazy.
You were definitely the light to our podcast. And I guess we're moths.
No, you guys are like.
That's a ball.
She said, yeah, I'm a light, and they're the moth. I'm like,
She
she
looked at me.
is
She
a
looked
moth?
at me. It's like, yo.
The fuck? I'm a moth.
Y'all saw what I meant. No, that's not it.
insane.
That's not it.
Wait,
I'm just
Dude,
flying.
you
I'm
know
just
that.
flying to the light. Blind.
I'm the
Listen,
blood.
We're
You
all
the
the
leech,
light.
nigga.
We're all the light. We're all the light.
But anyways, definitely had a great time with you.
Yeah, give it your
the
IG
pleasure's
so
all
dudes can
mine.
slide.
My IG is _ OLI. My accent's coming out. I'm trying. OLI.N. Follow me. I'll be back on here. I had a great time. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
And the N is for not going out with you. It's out.
Bye.
That's a bar.